Over the past couple of years, the real estate industry has been going through significant changes to adapt to the growing expectation from sellers, buyers, landlords and tenants, not to mention the impact that recent changes in legislation is having in each state, which is making it harder to operate a real estate agency as we know it. And in addition to the government influences, agents need to absorb the impact of the coronavirus pandemic, which is having devastating impacts to some agencies across Australia. So it's never been more important for business owners to understand their business metrics, their financials, their cash flow projections, their unique points of difference, and how they benchmark their business against other agencies either in their direct market or similar agency types throughout Australia. Recently, the Real Estate Resource Group, which is a not-for-profit referral network of businesses solely established to support and provide resources to real estate agents around Australia and New Zealand, had invited Domonic Thompson, the head of residential real estate at Macquarie Bank, to present to the members and guests an in-depth assessment of the 2020 Real Estate Industry Pulse Check report, which is Macquarie Bank's benchmarking report. In this episode, Domonic shares a very simple leadership tip that technology needs to be on the agenda on your leadership table. Someone needs to be accountable to the technology agenda in your business. At the end of this episode, we'll share with you the contact details of the members of Real Estate Resource Group, so feel free to reach out to them directly if you have any pain points or struggles in your business that you need some help with. And of course, if you'd like to reach out to Domonic or one of his team and chat about Macquarie Bank's range of products and services for real estate agents, we've posted their contact details there also. Hope you enjoy it. Over to Domonic.
Empower the people in your office with a stack of post-it notes. And every time that they are speaking with a client or anyone that phones through and that client asks for a product or service that you don't currently deliver, that client or prospect is in the headspace or the mindset that that is a service you should provide. So there's a logical opportunity as to where potentially your build out of your revenue stream sits. Seamless and consistent. This is simply that integration into workflow and value proposition. It needs to not feel clunky. It needs to seem, oh, this is just normal. I'm speaking with my salesperson and they've referred me through to a finance broker or they've referred me through to whatever it might be. And it's not just your salespeople, it could be your property managers. It needs to feel seamless. The service delivery needs to feel the same. And that's not just about the build out of the value proposition. That's just in terms of how people are dealing with your business, whether they're phoning your front office, whether they're phoning your property manager or whether they're speaking to a salesperson, needs to be consistent and seamless. We need to continue to nurture and grow existing clients, but again, we've got to build that trust and respect in order to do so. And we've just got to keep things simple. Your clients, and we've recently gone through an exercise through human-centered design to understand all stakeholders in the real estate process, whether property management or sales. Your clients simply want to be communicated to effectively and easily, not always over the phone, but by email or a text message. We need to communicate more. So we need to keep things simple, don't make things too confusing, and don't provide your clients too many apps. I think the industry is getting too app fatigued right now. Try and wrap this up quickly. So technology, it's about keeping up to date. Technology needs to be an agenda on the leadership table, period. It needs to just be there ongoing. Someone needs to be accountable to the technology agenda in your business. And that doesn't mean simply investing in the next thing that comes along. It means leaning into the conversation, being mindful of the options that are in market for any specific pain point, friction, or just simply, wow, I didn't even know that was possible. But then think about how that fits in with your vision and strategy, your value proposition. Is it right for us here? Is it right for us now? Are our partners in technology aligned with our thinking about our clients and where we're taking the business? Or are we better to just simply wait? We don't need to rush these decisions. However, adoption will increase. We will be adopting technology at an increased rate. Have a think about what that means for your staff. Again, have you got the right staff in your business to cope with this change sort of environment that we're in for the foreseeable future, or certainly for the future, I believe. Execution is critical. Again, that technology integration into your business needs to be well thought through when you're making those technology decisions. Have someone in the room wearing the client hat, have someone in the room wearing the employee hat. What does this mean for everyone when we bring this technology into our business? Where's the disruption going to be, and how can we keep everyone excited by the opportunity that this will give to the business? Strategically aligned, I've already touched on. And then finally, around people, there needs to be more empowerment and accountability across your team. The accountability comes from setting them up for success and being able to clearly articulate, this is the expectation. You need to deliver this, and this is what success looks like. If you do, you will be rewarded. If you don't, here's the consequence management and what might transpire. Some of that will be about your existing staff and setting them up for success for what the future looks like. Others, it may simply be as you go through a potential change in recruitment policy, just making sure and navigate that landscape to get the right people in for the right roles moving forward. What are those right roles? They are relationship focused. So we're no longer recruiting people for administrative capabilities. Technology is taking that over. We need people that can build relationships with clients and delight clients. Absolutely delight clients. So they need to be effective communicators. Again, clients want communication. They don't need it daily, but they want it consistently. They don't want any of the responsibility. They love the fact that you are delivering that, but they want you to communicate to let them know that things are being dealt with, but they don't want a barrage of emails and phone calls at the same time. Finally, employee experience. Every business around the world knows this these days. Your employee experience is directly linked to your customer experience. And for many large corporates around the world, their customer satisfaction is the responsibility of their HR department. So think about that for a second. Your HR department, who are looking, if this isn't a large corporate, the HR department who look after staff are responsible for customer satisfaction. So if you've got employees who are happy, they will delight your clients typically. If they've got the right systems, process, if they're set up for success, they're clear on what success looks like, and they're delivering what your clients need, you will have happy clients. But that might, again, involve thinking differently about your employee experience. Clearly now we're all working flexibly, or we're working more flexibly than we ever have. We need to think differently around that employee environment and what's important, because for so many people these days, it's about flex. It's about being able to work whenever they can and whenever they are able to. But does that work for your business? And just have a think about that. It's not a 9-to-5 job anymore. There's so much more around that to be sort of fleshed out.